project 2010, but 2013 is also very similar. Okay, first things first. Assalamualaikum everyone. Let's start our Microsoft project tutorial. The version that I have is Microsoft Project 2010, but 2013 is also very similar. Okay, first things first, when you open up your Microsoft project, okay, let's go to the setup, whereby you have to do this only once for your entire lifetime during using the project. Okay, so click File. Okay, let's go to Option. Okay, under here, there are a few tabs. Okay, only a few are relevant to us that we need to change. Other than that, yeah, the rest of it, you just leave it like that. Okay, General, under General, there's nothing much there except for here. If you want to change your initial, you can change. Your name will be there. Yeah, the timeline, the date format, if you want to change, they have a few change. Yeah, so it's up to you which one you prefer. Okay, next, under Display, okay, here, this is where we can change the calendar. There are 3 versions, yeah, Gregorian calendar, Hijri calendar, and Thai Buddhist calendar. If you have normal projects, usually we just use Gregorian calendar. Okay, let's say you have a project with Saudi, then they request you to use Hijri calendar, then you change to Hijri calendar. Or if you have a client in Thailand, yeah, and they request you to change your calendar to Thai Buddhist calendar, you can change this. But for our purposes today, okay, let's just choose Gregorian calendar. Okay, besides calendar, we can also change the currency. Let's say if you are working a project in for a client in US or any other place where they want to use USD, you put USD. Okay, however, let's say we are doing project in Malaysia, we do Malaysian ringgit, all the payment and all that is Malaysian ringgit, our budget is in Malaysian ringgit, so you choose MYR, Malaysian ringgit. Yeah, the symbol will be RM, and this is how it will be placed. Okay, decimal digit, if you want to change. If it's not, it's normal, 2 digit only. Okay, so for display, these are the things that you can change, you can customize. Okay, besides that, let's go to the next step. Schedule. Okay, this is where, okay, you can customize your project. Yeah, whether how the schedule for the project duration, project work hours. Yeah, you can change the week start, whether you start on Sunday or on Monday. Example, yeah, in Malaysia, few states in Malaysia like Johor, Kelantan, Terengganu, yeah, they start work on Sunday, so the week start on Sunday. For Kuala Lumpur and some states, yeah, we start on Monday, so you can change that to Monday. So this is the purpose of this. Okay, for the years also, if let's say it's different for you, then you can change the work time, work hours. Yeah, normal is 8 a.m. 5 p.m. or 9 a.m. 6 p.m. 8 hours per day. Yeah, that's a normal working hours. But if your project is a part-time project, yeah, you want it to be 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., then you can change accordingly. Okay, other than that, the rest of it, you can go through it, and if needed change, then you can change. Okay, besides that, the rest of the tabs, there's nothing much there. Proofing is normal, it's just checking. Saving, if it's a critical project, you might want to automate this, yeah, auto save every how many minutes that you want. You can just click, okay, if you want it. The language used, yeah, don't change, but if you want to change, if you are using Arabic and all that, you can change. Okay, the next one, advanced, nothing much. You can check this yourself. Okay, there's one here. Okay, option display for the project. Usually we use day, yeah, but if let's say your project is very critical and you are measuring by minutes, yeah, you can change it. Okay, the rest of it, nothing much to change. So we are done here. So once you have done the changes, you can click OK. We are done. Okay, so next, what we need to do is, first things first, the very important one, look at the bottom here. Yeah, this is where for novice, for non-professional people, let's change this to, okay, click. Let's change this to auto schedule. Okay, this is very important. Okay, make sure you are on auto schedule, otherwise your Gantt chart will be haywire. Okay, I'm also using auto schedule, yeah, for most of my project. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, let's start our project now. Yeah. Okay. Important things is our screen. Okay, these are the Gantt chart, the bars that you'll see. But in our case, for now, we are doing the planning. So all these are important. The task name, the duration, start, finish, predecessor, resource name. All these are important. Okay, let's start now. Yeah. So the first things first that you need to do is, okay, write the project title. So let's say our project is IT website project, or you can put FYP project. So this will be our title. Okay, once that is done, because we are in auto mode just now, okay, the duration and all that, they will be default 1 day. Okay, so now you have your, this is called the ID, yeah, task ID. So this is a title. Then we can start writing down all our work breakdown structure. Yeah, so for our purposes, let's do this. WBS 1, let's say a project goal. Okay, then we should have some activities. So activity 1, okay, activity 2, let's say activity 3, whatever activity that you need to do. Okay, and then let's say we have milestone 1. Okay, so this is our work breakdown structure. Okay, let's copy paste this. Let's say we have a lot more things to do in our project. So this becomes WBS2. Let's change it. Okay, WBS2 is project planning, example. Okay, activity is the same. So this one becomes milestone 2. Okay, if you double click like what I did just now, okay, you can always change it there also. Okay, we'll visit it again later. Okay, let's continue on. Let's do at least 3, but actually we need, the list is 5. Okay, WBS3, let's say change milestone 3. Okay, done. Once you have this, okay, if you remember the video before this, the one that you see on the theory and all that, okay, we have to make our Gantt chart in the structured format, yeah, in a layered format. So how we do that is, okay, look closely. This is what we do. This is our first WBS1. So what we need to do is all this activity and milestone are actually under WBS1, right? So what we do is we highlight it and indent inside. So this makes all this activity under this. Okay, once you have done that, okay, this is automatically, yeah, put under, it will become indent inside. If you click this, okay, then okay, so you do the same. What you need to do is here, click indent, the arrow, green arrow here, put it inside. Okay, then we have this. Okay, same thing as WBS3. We create this, put indent. So now we have actually 3 work breakdown structure in our project. Okay, let's minimize this. Okay, WBS here, yeah, this is where your PLC and your SDLC. So you figure it out how many WBS that you need in your project. Okay, in order to do this, yeah, to calculate everything is in one project, WBS1 until WBS3 is actually one project. You highlight everything, you indent it. Okay, so now all this, yeah, is in our IT website project. Okay, this is very important structure. Why WBS and work packages, yeah, is very important in Microsoft project. It will help you to automate everything. Okay, let's continue now. Okay, you can open up everything again so that you can see everything. Okay, we have done this. So our project is actually now in WBS and work packages format. Okay. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to put the duration. Yeah, since we are in auto schedule, automatically they will just put 1 day, yeah, by default here. Okay, so what we need to do now is those that is not in bold, yeah, this is where you need to identify. Example, activity 1, okay, it actually will take us 2 days, okay, regardless whatever activity it is. Okay, how do you know what number of days you need to do? we have covered it in class. This is where all your project estimates, the estimation tools, yeah. If you can remember, we have guesstimate, we have top down, we have bottom up, we have Delphi. Okay, so all those techniques are what you need to use in order to determine how many days are for each of that activity. Okay, so let's just do this. Just put random numbers that you can think of. Okay, only put for those that is not bold. Yeah, from this you can see later. Yeah, Microsoft project will help us to actually put automated date. Yeah, they will calculate it for us. Okay, all right, once we have done this, so milestone. Okay, let's have 1 day. Okay, let's say activity 2 and all that. I'll just put some days. Okay, okay, let's take a bigger day there. Okay, milestone is 2 days. Okay, so once you have filled in everything, okay, once you change the days and all that, okay, the question mark no longer there. So it means that your project is now, yeah, will automatically calculated on all this. Okay, this is how. If there are still question mark, it means that you have not confirmed the duration for that activity. Okay, let's now continue. The next thing that you need to do will be to add the predecessor in your Gantt chart. Predecessor means, yeah, those activity, what needs to be done before in order to complete the activity. So activity 1 is the first one, so there will not be predecessor. But let's say activity 2 can only be done, can only start after you finish activity 1. So what you need to do here, the predecessor is, okay, activity 2, the predecessor is activity 1. So activity 1 is, the task ID is number 3. So what you put here is number 3. Okay. It means that now you notice the dates has been changed. So our activity 1, 2 days. So it started on 11 June, okay, finished 12 June. So after 2 days, okay, then activity will start here. Okay, notice the date change. Okay, so here, okay, the predecessor is 3. Okay, let's say activity 3, the predecessor is activity 2. So what you need to put here is 4. What we put here will be the task ID of the activity before that. Okay, let's say for the last one here, milestone. Yeah, we achieved milestone 1 if we completed activity 3. So what we put here will be ID 5 because activity 3 is 5. Okay, another thing that you need to monitor is, okay, once you have put this, the predecessor, you can see the link here. Okay, so it means that this activity is linked to this activity. Activity 2 will only start after activity 1 finish. So this is where you can see the linkage. So now, remember before this, before you put the predecessor, our project was for only 4 days, but now it has become 10 days because we have linked up all this activity together. Okay, what you can do now is do for the rest of the your activities and work breakdown structure. So let's say here, okay, the next activity, if let's say most of our activity are one after the other, so let's continue this. It means that this activity, yeah, will depends on activity 1. Okay, so here what we need to write is date. Okay, I'm going to show you one more way how to do this. Okay, here we have done manual. Okay, let's done automatic here. Okay, this is what you do. Okay, you highlight this. Okay, and you go up here. This is the icon that you need to click. Yeah, it's a link, a chain. So you click here. Automatically, they will, yeah, put item one after the other, the predecessor. Then you see the activity is also, yeah, linked up in the Gantt chart itself. Let's continue. Okay, this is part 2. Let's cover back. We have done WBS. Okay, we have done the duration. Okay, we have put the predecessor, but we are not done yet on the predecessor. Okay, let's check this one now. Yeah, remember predecessor is PDM, precedence diagramming method. Okay, let's look at the other type of predecessor that we can have. So what you need to do is just double click at any of the activity that you have done the predecessor, double click. Okay, let's double click. You can click here or here. Double click. Okay, so here in the second tab, you have predecessor. Okay, we have defined now this activity. Okay, your activity, you can pull down here, yeah? You can have all the other activities. All the activities are there. Here, it's a bit not good, yeah? Because I just put activity 1. But if you type the actual activity, let's say example, meeting client, doing development, doing report, yeah? Then you can see all the activities clearly, okay? So here, okay, what I'm going to show you now is the type. Remember our PDM. If you click here, you can have the other 3 different relationship, yeah, in PDM, which is start to start, finish to finish, start to finish. So let's just play around with this, okay, and look at what happens. Okay, see, once you have changed that, okay, there is an indication there. SS means start to start. If you look at the Gantt chart itself, okay, it's changed. It means here, yeah, start to start. Okay, let's play around with this. You can have a lot more other things you can change, okay, but it has to make sense. Otherwise, your Gantt chart will not be correct. Okay, so it's up to you now to actually define all the relationship between your activities. Okay, if you see here, now we have changed. If there's no letters there, it means this is finish to start. Okay, the normal relationship. If it's not, then you can change like this. Okay, let's just continue the normal one. Okay, I have done this right last time. Okay, let's click this. Okay, better show it here. Okay, and link it. It means it's one after the other. That's the automatic way. You imagine, yeah, if you have your normal projects will have a lot of activities. Yeah, your Gantt chart have thousands of lines. So by just clicking everything together, linking it up automatically, yeah, because most activities are finished to start, you can just do that. Okay, I want to show you one more thing here. Okay, let's double click again. Okay, so our relationship is finished to start. Okay, there's one more item here, lag. Okay, if you remember in our lecture, we have covered this. Lag means, yeah, you need a buffer day between the two activities. The example given when we were discussing the chapter was, yeah, the activity was painting the wall. Okay, after you need to wait, yeah, until the wall is dry, yeah, the paint is dry, then the next activity is to lay down the carpet. So if that's the case, it means that you need 1 day lag or maybe 2 or 3 days lag, whatever, yeah, depending on your activity, depending on your project. So if you put here, okay, then, okay, you will see, yeah, finish to start plus 1 day. Okay, if this is where you need to check, okay, we start this activity on the 17th. Okay, it's 4 days. We finish on the 22nd. Okay, then okay, we need 1 more day lag. Yeah, we add 1 more day not doing anything. We need to finish waiting. Yeah, so the next activity, which is here. Okay, so you see here 22nd June, here 23rd June. You can only do the work on the 23rd June because 22nd is with 1 day lag. Okay, this is what it means. Okay, so you play around with all the relationship. Okay, double click any of it. Go to the predecessor, yeah, tab here. Okay, this is where you do it. Okay, you change the relationship. Okay, then if there is a lag time, you put the lag time there. Okay, we are done on this now. Okay, let's continue on. We have completed almost all the column. We have 1 more column to do. Okay, let's turn this like this. Okay, move the Gantt chart to the right. We don't need to look at this first. Okay, so now we need to fill in the resources name. Resources means your team member, yeah, whoever is involved in this project. So let's start assigning people to do this. Okay, let's say activity 1, I put Ali. Okay, I have another person, Ahmad. Okay, number 3, I have Siti. to do the work. Okay, milestone 1 is just an event, so everybody is involved. Okay, let's put all. Okay, so you put what are the resources that you have in the Gantt chart. If you have put the set up there, then you can see their names after the task, the activity. Okay, let's continue on doing this. I want to show you something. So I'm doing this on purpose. Okay, you just observe first. Okay, I'm giving everything to Ali. Ali is my Superman. Okay, okay. Did you notice now? We have the red man here. This red man means, if you click there, the task has resources assigned which are over allocated. In project management, we have covered this in class. Over allocated means, the staff is already burnt out. They are doing too many things at the same time. Okay, so this is not good for your Gantt chart. So once this happens, there are two ways of resolving this. Resolving means there are no more red men here. There are no more resources are over allocated. So the first way is to make sure Ali is not overworked. So you give the work to someone else. Okay, so you give to Siti. Okay, who else we can give? Okay, let's say I have another one, Muhammad. Okay, let's give someone here. Okay, now I have more red men. Okay, let's say Ali again. Ali. Okay, all. So here we have problems, so you cannot give Ali here. Okay, Muhammad here. Okay, Muhammad still cannot. So let's say you have a lot of team members, so you need to assign the correct people there. So two ways of removing this. One is changing the staff, changing the resources that you have to someone else. Okay, or another way that you can do is if you click any of the red men there, you right click here. The next option to remove the red man is to reschedule to available date. Okay, this one is a bit complicated, but you can just try. Okay, see, we remove it already, but now our dates are changed. Okay, we still have it here, so let's give this to someone else. Let's say we have Maimuna, for example. Okay, move already. So this is what we need to achieve. Okay, either we add more resources to our project or we change the time of that activity in order to not burden our staff. Okay, so far we have done this. Okay, our Gantt chart not the best yet because we have not done one more thing. Okay, if you look at the Gantt chart, it seems that our WBS1, WBS2, and WBS3 are starting at the same time. Okay, which in reality is not correct. Why? Let's say our first WBS, work breakdown structure, it's defining the goal. Our project planning, can we also start the activities together here? Okay, 11 June. Okay, most probably not, because these are the relationship between WBS1 and WBS2 is actually one after the other. We can only start WBS2 once WBS1 is completed. Okay, so this is where, because we have not defined the predecessor here. So what you need to do is you define. Okay, let's say our WBS2 can only start when we finish milestone 1. Okay, so what you put here will be item ID 6. Okay, before I click enter, let's monitor here. Okay, let's enter. Can you see now? The dates has been changed. Your number of the days, project days, is also increased. Okay, if you look at the Gantt chart. Okay, see, once we finish milestone 1, then we can start number 2. WBS2. Okay, you do the same for WBS3. Okay, let's say some of your WBS, it depends on your project. The implementation can start immediately between activity 2. You don't need to finish until milestone 2. So this is where you define the condition when we can start WBS3. I'm just putting 9 here, which is activity 2. Okay, then your Gantt chart will be mapped accordingly. So all the logics of what are the numbers, what are the predecessors that you put in your Gantt chart, depends on your project. Okay, it must be logical as much as you can think of. Yeah, otherwise your project will not be realistic. Okay, here I'm assuming just putting it here. Can you see now? Yeah, our number, the project days is already 35. All these are automatically calculated. This is how, yeah, the best way of doing this is when we choose auto schedule, Microsoft Project will help us to calculate the number of days. Okay, let's do some tests on here. Okay, let's change something. Let's say activity 2 in WBS 3 will take 44 days. What happens? See, our project duration is now 75 days. Okay, you can play around with this and monitor. Okay, only you will know, yeah, the correct relationship of all the activities that you define in your project. Okay, and at the same time, the number of days. Okay, you can play around. You can put the best estimates. Yeah, with experience, or is it just a guesstimate? Put the correct number of days required. So as at now, our Gantt chart looks okay. Okay, there is something missing here. Yeah, you need to fill it up. Let's just put something. Okay, not to complete this later. Okay, here let's put 6. Okay, number 1 definitely no. Yeah, so make sure you have all the predecessors. Okay, before we move on, the most important thing that we need to do is actually file, save as. Okay, put the correct file name. Okay, I'm saving it on my desktop. Okay, this is a IT project version 1.0, for example. Save. Okay, done. Okay, we are back now. Okay, let's do a few more things before you are done with this topic. Okay, we have done everything now. Our Gantt chart looks okay. So now one more thing that we need to do is go to the view, okay, portion here, and how many different views can we see in our Microsoft project. Okay, so this one is a normal Gantt chart view. Okay, you can see the tasks. Okay, and you can see, you can bring this inside here. Okay, and you can see the Gantt chart itself. Okay, because our project is quite small, so that's why we only have like this. Yeah, a typical project will have hundreds of lines, yeah, until thousands, so it will look a bit more complicated. Okay, here you have the timeline. Okay, here we can see we have set this to become like this weekly. Okay, with all the number of days. If let's say your project is in years, yeah, you might not can do this things like this. Yeah, it will be too long. Your Gantt chart will be too long. So what you can do, you can change the time scale here. Okay, just go to any of it, right click, okay, time scale. This is where you can do the setup. Yeah, the top tier, the middle tier, the bottom tier here. Yeah, top tier, middle tier, bottom tier, all this. You can do the setup, yeah, depending on your projects. Okay, okay, that's done. I'm not changing anything there. Okay, besides that, okay, let's go back here. Let's look at a different way to look at our Gantt chart. Okay, we have covered this in class. Let's look at network diagram. So click view. Okay, go to network diagram. Remember our AON last time, activity on node. See, from our Gantt chart, Microsoft Project have helped us automatically generated our network diagram. Okay, why we need our network diagram is for us to check on our, yeah, all the red path is our critical path. So if you look at this, my project is very dangerous, yeah, because almost all are critical path, because all of these are red. Yeah, okay. Well, how do you understand whether this is a box, this is a diagonal, yeah, a white box like this? All there is the legend. Yeah, if you print this, you can see the legend, what it all means. You can do your own setting up. Yeah, if you don't like the color pink like this, okay, you can change it to become others. Yeah, okay, this is the very small view because we want to see the whole network path. Yeah, network diagram path. You can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you can view this, yeah, in a lot of different ways. So that's our network diagram automatically generated from our Gantt chart. Okay, so this is our Gantt chart. Okay, this is the bar. Okay, if you change the view, you go to network diagram, you can see the network diagram. Okay, how your network diagrams look like, yeah, will be based on how you have defined your predecessors, yeah, how the arrows and all that are connected depends on how you define your predecessors and the number of days. Okay, so let's move on. Besides Gantt chart and network diagram, you can view like a calendar. Okay, it becomes like that. Okay, this might be good for your, if you do a Gantt chart for your courses, yeah, for your classes, then you can see in a calendar format. Okay, besides that, let's go back to Gantt chart. Okay, we can also view the resource sheet. Okay, let's click into it. See, we have our resources. Okay, we can have, yeah, maximum. If let's say some of our staff is only part-time, they can only work 50% per day. Okay, you can change this. Okay, standard rate here, this is where, yeah, your resource, okay, you can have the budget later. Okay, if you have defined this. Here we did not define, that's why it's still 0. Yeah, if we have different rates for different person, okay, you can change. This is where, yeah, once your Gantt chart is fixed, you can have the budget coming here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, besides this, we can have resource usage. Okay, it's up there. Okay, so this one is, yeah, Ali is doing 3 activities and how many hours he's doing it. Okay, you can view in this table format for week, yeah, the days, or in a table format like this. Okay, you can see all your team members, who is overworked, who is not overworked. Okay, how many hours they are working. Okay, so this is resource usage. Okay, that's, other than that, you can have a resource graph, but ours doesn't look that nice. Yeah, it's just like that, but you can have this. If it's allocated, you can see a rate. Okay, other than that, okay, we have a few more. Yeah, you can browse around and look at this. Okay, we have resource, we have task. Okay, if you want to view by task. Okay, another important one that I'm going to show you is timeline. Yeah, this is viewing a timeline. Okay, so far all these are actually empty, right? Okay, let us go back to our Gantt chart and look how we can define this. Okay, let's say this is important, right? The most important one. Double click. Okay, go to general. Okay, click here, display on timeline. So this one will be on our timeline. Okay, what else is important? Okay, those important ones you display on timeline. Okay, I think my milestone is important. Okay, I put in timeline. Okay, all my WBS is important. Okay, display on timeline. It's up to you, whatever that you want to show on your timeline. Okay, especially timeline, this is to be used when you need to do presentation to your boss. Okay, the important dates in your project, you show in the timeline. Okay, so let's view again our timeline. Okay, see, you can have this. You can even drag it. Yeah, it's like a summary part. Okay, the whole thing is IT project. You can bring this down. You can bring this up. It's up to you. Okay, so with this, you can just screenshot it. Yeah, you can copy and put it. Yeah, copy timeline. Okay, for email, for presentation, and all that. You can put it in your slides. So that is viewing it in a timeline format. Okay, so we are done on the view part. Okay, let's go back to Gantt chart. We have not finished yet. So those are the view functions. Okay, once our Gantt chart is done, so this one shows that our project is 76 days. Okay, what the project manager needs to do is go see the boss, go to get approval from the board of directors or the project sponsors and all that. Yeah, saying that, okay, our boss, our project is now 76 days. We are starting on the 11th of June and we will be finished on the 24th of September. Okay, if your boss approve, okay, then this Gantt chart will be the approved version of your project Gantt chart. Yeah, project schedule. At the same time also, you remember, if you look at the resource just now, yeah, we can have the budget. Okay, you know how much that you need to pay for all your staff. Okay, you can also tell your boss, can you get approval of this project? Is IT project, yeah, is 76 days and the budget is 50,000 ringgit, example. Yeah, so if you have the approval, once you have the approval, this project timeline is the one that you need to follow. So we will set this as our baseline project. So what you need to do is, okay, under project here, the tab here, project, okay, set baseline. Okay, once we have done this, this is our baseline. Okay, just click OK. Okay, so this means that once we have set this as a baseline, you cannot change any of the dates anymore because that's the confirm one. Otherwise, you'll mess up the budget. Yeah. If there are changes to the project, you need to get approval. And with each approval, you will have a different version of your project Gantt chart. So once this is done, let's say everything is okay, you need to start tracking the Gantt chart. You need to start updating. So what we need to do, okay, let's move this one here. Okay, there are a few more columns here, yeah, that you can do. So now let's view back our Gantt chart. Okay, what we need to do now is Gantt chart because we already have our baseline. Okay, you can view this Gantt chart, yeah, under view, go to tracking Gantt chart. Okay, this is where, okay, we will need to start track our project. Okay, let's say example, yeah, I'm going to make this smaller. Okay, we need to add one more column. Okay, this column will be, okay, let's say percent complete. Okay, this is where we start tracking. Activity 1, let's say we finish it. Okay, done, 100%. Can you see the bar here now? Yeah, 100%. Okay, let's say this one is only 70%. This one is 40%. Okay, this one is only 3%. Okay, so all this tracking, yeah, can be seen in your Gantt chart now. Okay, with this, okay, let's make this smaller. You need to see bigger now. Okay, okay, you have done the update here. Okay, so our WBS1 now is at 57% completion. Okay, our whole project is 7%. Okay, completion. So with these numbers, you can easily update the management saying that, boss, yeah, we are now, the whole project is only 7% completed. Okay, and our WBS1 is 57%. Okay, WBS2, WBS3, we have not started yet. Okay, with these numbers, it's easy to track how your project progress. And the Gantt chart here, okay, you can see where are the red things, yeah, whether you are on time, you are, yeah, you are late or you are early. Okay, the red here means, yeah, it's not done yet. Okay, okay, so we have covered now, yeah, the tracking Gantt chart. You will finish this. Okay, besides tracking it in percent complete, what you can do is you can also add a lot more other columns, yeah. Under this column, there are a lot of things. You want to manage the cost, yeah. You can have it here, baseline cost, budgeted cost, okay, the actual date, actual finish, and all that. Yeah, there are a lot of things that you can track. This is the beauty of, yeah, Microsoft project, because all this is tied to whatever that you have set up, whatever that you have defined in your Gantt chart. Okay, there are a lot of things here. Yeah, some you can even customize it to whatever that you want to monitor. Okay, remember our, yeah, see, SB, who still remember TCPI, SV, CPI, SPI? Okay, all those can also be, yeah, tracked in a Microsoft project. Yeah, work variance, yeah, all these are here. Okay, so have fun exploring all the things that you need. Okay, but for our the basic purpose is, yeah, when you use Microsoft project for a very simple project, this is sufficient to show how the progress and how, yeah, to track, to plan your project well. Okay, so last thing, definitely, okay, if you want to print file, okay, print. Okay, so it looks here. Remember just now our the legend that I mentioned to you. So these are here, yeah, in the network diagram just now, yeah, you can see what it means. Okay, the good thing is, yeah, when you can see this, this is how it will look like printing it. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, if you want to print just the, okay, the Gantt chart here, the bar chart, okay, So file, print, okay, then you see whatever is in your screen, yeah, that will be what will be presented, yeah, printed out. You can print the entire project, or yeah, you can print the selected items. Okay, that's it for printing. Okay, so we have done all the necessary introduction and conclusion for this. So good luck, have fun doing your project Gantt chart. Okay, and you revisit some of the functions here and explore more that you want to know. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. This will be an additional video on our Microsoft project tutorial, whereby I will be explaining you on how to create the milestone in your project Gantt chart. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen now on Microsoft project. Okay, I hope you can see now. Yeah, okay, the mouse and all that. Okay, so this is what we have covered before in the other two parts of the tutorial. Okay, what I'm going to highlight now is milestone. Okay, I have highlighted this like this. This is a similar one like you have seen before. So here, yeah, what I want to show you is, okay, for milestone, the actual target should be like this. Okay, let me just bring this one here. Okay, how milestone should be shown in your Gantt chart should be, yeah, it should be a diamond like this. Okay, make the screen bigger if you cannot see. Yeah. Okay, so another one is here. Yeah, milestone 3, this one is too long. Okay, let's just check. See here. So in your Gantt chart, you must have milestones like this. Okay, let's see now how to do this. Yeah. Okay, moving this on at the back. Okay, right. Okay, so here, yeah, there are two ways to do, yeah, the milestone to make the diamond appear here. One is here. Look at here. Yeah, if you put the milestone as 0 days, okay, automatically, yeah, you will see the diamond here. Okay, let me just test another one. Yeah, let me test another one. Let's say we turn this activity 3 into, okay, sample milestone. Okay, 0 days. Okay, on your Gantt chart later, yeah, all these activities and all that, yeah, you should change it to become, yeah, to make it a meaningful sentences. Okay, here, yeah, you put 0 days, click OK. Yeah. Okay, here, this is the, you just change the name. Here is 10 days. So now you just put 0 days. Okay, yeah, let's move this one here so that we can see. Yeah, this one was too long just now. Yeah, so we should be better. Okay, here it was 10 days, right? So if we change it to become 0 days, okay, let me enter. Okay, so now this one has become a milestone. You can see the diamond there. Okay, so that's how the method number 1. Okay, the milestone, you just put 0 days. Okay, however, let's say like this. The milestone, yeah, milestone is just an event. Okay, example of milestone could be, yeah, okay, in your milestone, you should put the actual target that I mentioned, the activity just now, the event, yeah. So here, let's say planning. So planning completed. So this is the event. Okay, right? So this is, yeah, 0 days. So it becomes a milestone. Okay. Where is it? Okay. You cannot see it anymore. Because it's become so small. Yes, it's here. And you can zoom it down here. Okay, let's move it again. So here is a milestone. You can see this. Okay, for this one here, yeah, if your milestone is 1 day, okay, let's double click this. Okay, the second way of putting the milestone, yeah, the diamond, is you double click, yeah, on the milestone. Okay, go to the tab here. We have a lot of tab. Go to advanced. Okay, under advanced, you will see here, yeah, mark as milestone. So even though it is 1 day, okay, you can make it a diamond, okay, when you mark as milestone. Okay, that's how I did it. This is the second way. Okay, the first way is milestone, just put 0 days, so it will become a diamond. Yeah, similar thing like this. Okay, or if let's say we turn this back, yeah, so this one is 0 days. If let's say you put 1 day here, see, it will become a task. Yeah, because 1 day, it means that there is a duration there. However, we don't want it to be like this. We want it to be a diamond. So what you need to do is double click. Okay, you go to advanced tab here, mark as milestone. Okay, then it goes back to the diamond. Okay, so to conclude again, there are two ways to show the diamond in your Gantt chart. One is, yeah, the milestone itself, you just put 0 days. Okay, if that event is not 0 days and you require a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, how you can turn the diamond is you double click, yeah, in that tab. Okay, go to advanced, mark as, yeah, tick the mark as milestone, then you will have a diamond. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this will be all for, yeah, Microsoft tutorial, how to create the diamond, yeah, the milestone in your Gantt chart. Okay, thank you very much. See you again. Assalamualaikum.